It's the last game in Group D. If Marko wins it, he will secure second place. Here we go, game number 1, Marko versus Zhasulan. Very interesting in Group D, the group of death. This matchup means so much in Group D. But first, this is Zhasulan's map pick, Frostbite. We are in Group D of the King of Westwood tournament. Zhasulan, the red player, with some Connies in the middle. Marko goes for ore back at home. Will lose the oil in the middle. So Zhas with the early advantage here. Has an oil and Marko has not. Marko does leave a war factory behind and now comes in with his own Connies. Alright, 2 Connies for Marko, but while Zhasulan still has an oil in the middle, he has 2 miners now in gems. While Marko has 2 on ore, that's going to be a huge difference. MCV cell from Marko. All in on Frostbite. Two sentries. MCV is still there from Zhas. Why not sell? Sell. You've got the gems. Just match Marko. You're unnecessarily broke. Oh, goes in. Now the tanks being targeted, but now Marko goes in. He's between the sentry and the tanks. It somehow it slightly comes out on Zhas's favor here, in Zhas's favor. Marko's broke, needs eco.
There is a very unstable situation on the ground. It is unfolding very.
Targets the miner for a few shots. Oh, Zhas goes in. Needs the Connies. Oh, he comes out ahead. Elite comes out. 1 HP Elite. Zhas takes game 1. I think Zhas will take game 1. Marko goes down, and it's 1-0 to Zhasulan. Marko versus Zhasulan, game number 2. This is Marko's map pack. Stormy weather. It is a map that you will play often in QM. It is a map in QM ladder. Blazer is still here. Map pick by Marko. Stormy weather. Marko will stick to Soviet Iraq. Zhasulan will try America. Group D action. King of Westwood. Tournament, boys. Let's go. What I was trying to tell you guys over on Frostbite, but Frostbite is a map that it's action-packed right off the bat. I didn't get a chance to finish my story. In Group D, which is this group, this is the last game to be played. If Marko wins, he will secure second place. If Zhasulan wins, he will tie with Marko for second place, which will force a tiebreaker game, a best out of 9. So if Marko wins, Zhasulan is knocked out. Marko and Kian will advance to the knockout stage of the tournament. If Zhasulan wins, they will tie. Marko and Zhasulan will tie for second place and force a tiebreaker best of the 9 game for second place. So that's what's going on in Group D. Very exciting. In other words, Zhasulan has to beat Marko twice. That's what it comes down to. For Zhasulan to be second place in the group, he needs to beat Marko twice. Here comes Marko. 2 Rhinos versus 3 Grizzlies. It was for Naval Yard out for Zhasulan. Gonna bring out the destroyers. Try and get these oil kills. Very early pressure. H. Lopper in the house. Zhasulan being very, very exciting player, but he kind of lost a lot of tanks here though. And while the destroyer does get damage on the oil, I don't think it's going to be enough naval submarinos for Marko. Kills the destroyer. And Marko will kill this oil as well, destroy this oil, leaving Zhasulan with only 1. 2 remain for Marko. Targeting the naval yard is not that important. Submarinos defending well against the destroyers in the waters. Meanwhile, Marko is stacking up. He needs a ref on this patch though. Submarinos. Fully tacked up is Marko. 2 minus AFK, top right. Needs to bring them back. Oh, nice. Iron Curtain is out for Marko. There's the ref just in time. Just as he was about to go broke, Marko targets the last oil from Zhasulan. Marko looking very strong on stormy weather. Zhasulan, early pressure was looking good, but the game has kind of turned in Marko's favor. Split with the tanks top right, and a split straight down the middle with some GIs. Alright, 2 GIs on the MCV. MCV exposed. Here comes the Rhinos. MCV will go. Oh, no, not yet. Alright, 2 GIs suck. Oh, and the split will get nothing, but the GI Parajump gets the Battle Lab. But I don't think that will matter to Marko that much. Marko is still out tanking. What's he going for with these Harriers? Oh, gets it! But I don't think Marko even needs the IC. It was nicely done from Zhasulan, dropping the aircrafts on the IC.
Here comes the Duke.
Berg in the house. Very nice tricks from Zhasulan, but unfortunately not enough. MCV gets sold, and Marko survives all of the tricks out of Zhasulan's bag and will tie up the series. 1-1 will be the score.
Player defeated.
GG called. 1-1 the score. Right off the bat, different strats here on ground zero. I'm gonna leave it at this. Oh no, I need. Oh my goodness, I need to. Anyways, we have no unit counter, boys, for this match right here. I wanted to say straight off the bat, Marko moving MCV right away to the middle. Zhasulan places the barracks down first and then moved. Here in RA2 Olympics, eh? Let me try and get the unit counter real quick, boys. Give me a second. Game overlay, I need to turn off this, right? No? This. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, we're back. 2 Two tanks on Marko's miner here. A lot of hits on this miner. Miner goes down. It's a nice push there from Zhasulan. No scoreboard. I stopped it halfway through. It's 1-1. Oh, Marko's in trouble. Marko's mine is being harassed. Oh, Marko's gonna lose another miner. It's 3-2. Zhasulan looking to take it, and Zhasulan will take it. Marko goes down. It's 2-1 to Zhasulan. Marko versus Zhasulan, game number 4. We are on Mayday, Marko's map pick. And Zhasulan is now ahead 2-1. Group D action. Zhasulan will spawn at the bottom, the red player. Marko at the top, the yellow player. Let's bring out the oil counter for this map. Early naval from Zhasulan Marko. I don't think Marko sees it. Marko goes for early tech on 8 oil. Zhasulan still missing an oil here. Here comes the rush from Zhasulan. Last NG going over to the... Here comes the tanks. Marko still has 0 tanks on the field. 1 comes out now. Okay, Marko sees the amphibious transporter. He sees it now, moves all of his tanks. He's got a desolator. Oh, he was building a, whatchamacallit, Kirov, I think, because it took a long time before the tank came out. But Zhas not taking advantage of this rush. Now, 3 tanks already on the field for Marko. No sentries, the Iron Curtain was cancelled. Marko no longer building the Iron Curtain, but he holds. Dreadnought, oh, 2 Dreadnoughts. Zhas with the first shots. Gets an oil. Might get 2. Gets 3. Now Marko getting oils, and he has tanks. Zhasulan has no tanks. Only 2 tanks for Zhas, and more incoming for Marko. Marko has swung it to his favor. Whose Iron Curtain will come up first, you ask? It is Zhasulan's. 3 minutes to Iron Curtain. 3 minutes to Iron Curtain for Zhasulan. Well, 2.5 now, and 3 minutes for Marko. 4 oils will go down, leaving Zhasulan with 4. Marko still has 5. Got a para on the Battle Lab. 1.5 minutes to Iron Curtain for Zhasulan. Oh, and the tanks. Drones coming out for Zhas. Drones for Zhasulan. I see it's popped. 2 seconds for Marko. He's gonna pop it as well. Oh man. just in time. The Iron Curtain for Marko came just in time. Desolator goes down. Marko is out tanking. Marko looking to take the tanks down first and then the Iron Curtain. Desolator comes out, gets the Battle Lab. Will Marko try and get the Iron Curtain? He will. He will try and get the Iron Curtain, and he will get it. Man, what a game. What a tough game for Marko, but he's looking to tie up the series. Nothing else going on. Nuke silo out for Marko as well. Man, oh man.
Player defeated.
Zaz goes down, GG is called, and it is 2-2. Talking about big boys, Luke Z is in here, the Dammit Boy is in here, Dark X is in here, Blazer, Caleb, Alex Sutu, Drunken Master, Thomas, FaZe X-Wiz, let's go! The big boys indeed, and we've loaded on Zhasulan's map pick. No Wimps has been vetoed by Marko, so this is depth charge. Group D action in the King of Westwood tournament. As I mentioned before, they are playing for the second place in the group. Kian has already advanced to the elimination stage. It is between Marko and Zhasulan. Marko is currently number 2 in the group. Zhasulan needs to win this game, needs to win this series to force a tiebreaker between Marko and Zhasulan. Zhasulan is currently placed number 3, third in the group. If Marko wins, it's over. Marko will place second place and will continue in the elimination stage. In other words, Zhasulan needs to win against Marko twice. Meanwhile, here comes the Engis. Engis get a 1 oil. Where's the Patriot? Where's the Patriot missile for Zhasulan, the red player? Still no Patriot missile for Zhas. Ah, finally. But why wait so long? Marko now out rockying, but he has no oil in the middle yet. Let's bring out the oil counter. We need it. Now a second barracks is needed from Zaz. He cannot bring out Rockies from here. Is he gonna waste money on another Patriot? He will. Not a Patriot in the base. Para for... Marko will get an oil. Pillbug's back at home. He's got Rockies. There is a Patriot here. What will Marko do? Barracks in the middle. This map, Drunken Master is undefeated on depth charge, boys. We need to call him Depth Charge Master from now on, not Drunken Master anymore. Marko will take the oil here all the way on the left side. And will probably take the oil here as well. Meanwhile, Zhasulan is in the waters. Oh, Aegis takes down the chopper. So this oil is uncaptured. All the way tacked up is Marko already. Marko will destroy this oil, will stay and oil up on Zhasulan. Meanwhile, Chronosphere comes out. Push in the middle from Zhasulan. Prisms defend against the naval from Zhasulan. Dolphins in the water. Marko is fully tacked up. Now Zhasulan is fully tacked up as well. 4 minutes to chrono for Marko. Three minutes to Chronosphere. The chrono might hurt. Zhasulan doesn't have much back at home. Chrono comes out for Zas. We have... Why doesn't the prism counter work? I need to check that out. The prism counter is not working. We have 4 prisms for Marko. I really need to check that out. For some reason, the prism counter is not working. MCV move from Zhasulan, but there are GIs here. Rocky's here as well. Chrono is ready for Marko. Is he going here? Or is he going towards the expansion? I think he can go here and just destroy everything. Marko is ready to go. Here we go. Chrono is ready. Oh, goes towards the expansion. Can he get... Oh, wow. One GI, not enough. Oh, Elite IFV comes out. Elite IFV. Oh, what timing for Marko. Oh, what horrible timing. Chrono will be ready for Zhasulan though. Was this the move? Shouldn't he have gone here? Here comes Zhasulan. Not much for Marko here. What can Marko do here? There are pillboxes though. Oh, Marko looking to hold. Pillboxes everywhere. Not enough from Zas. And it is again Marko's advantage. Still one Mirage. Elite IFV. Chrono is almost ready for Marko. Grizzly's going over to Zhasulan's base now. Zhasulan has Mirage, Prisms. We need to fix the Prism counter. I'm not sure if it's the counter or the text on stream, which is not working. I need to figure that out. Here comes Marko on top of a Mirage. Gets a Prism. Gets 2 Prism. There's still 1 Prism left. I think it's enough. Chrono is gonna go down. And then the Battle Lab. Zaz doesn't have much. Chrono goes down. Battle Lab being targeted. There is 1 Prism on the field. If Marko can get... Oh, Elite. Wow. Man, Marko with the Elites. And it's 3-2. Game number 6. Marko versus Zhasulan. Marko's on match point. Sash is here. Sash will play later on tonight versus Papa. In 1 hour and a half, something like that. Sash is playing. Here we go, Group D action. King of Westwood tournament. Marko is on match point. Zhasulan going as France. We are on Dead Man's Ridge. Zhasulan needs to win this in order to force a game number 7. Immediately there's a battle going on here on this bridge or on this island. Zhasulan's gonna take these 2 islands over here. Zhasulan will spawn bottom right. Marko top left. There's still an oil here to be capped. Ready, took this one. Marko still has an oil here. He is ahead in oils. He's got an oil over here. Oh! NG goes down. Here comes another one. Gets the oil. Marko has an oil over here. Zaz has an oil over here and a pillbox on the power plant. I like it. Marko will start repairing. Can he? Oh, gets the pillbox down before the power plant goes down. There's 2 tanks in Zhasulan's base. I think on the MCV. Zaz is distracted. 2 NGs here on the... Oh, the MCV! The MCV! Oh, Zaz! GG's cold! Oh, man! And it's 4-2. 2 focused on the other side, and Marko with a split in the back. And Marko takes it 4-2. But we got to say, Zhasulan got close. The games were close, boys. 4-2, the final score between these boys. And Marko will secure the 2nd place in the group. We're going to take a look at that. First, the predictions. 35% on Marko, 65% on Zhasulan. Marko taking it. So, is that an upset? Well, according to Twitch chat, it's an upset. Most voted on Zhasulan. If we look at the group. So, Group D, all games have been played, and Marko takes it versus Zhasulan, 4-2. And we'll secure spot number 2. So Kian will advance as the number 1 seed and Marko as the number 2 seed. Let's have a look. So Kian is over here, D2 over here, Marko. So Marko is over here, Kian is over here.